What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James, talking to you today about KuCoin Token, formerly KuCoin Shares, from quite a while ago now. I'm going to talk about how the price has been accumulating, what it can do, what I think it can do in this cycle, and look at its previous movements as well, because that is important. Before I do, as always, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel that I thought would crash it in this bull cycle. If you put $100 into each one when I release the videos, I mean, you're still holding the bag, should be in profit for $89,250. Add in your $2,600 investment, you'd be sitting on $800. 91,800. So I've held them all and I've closed positions on them all in profit. Just not Grin, never Grin. Look at Grin, always been done. Just ruins my spreadsheet. But I've reinvested all the profits into new cryptos. If you want to see what they are, check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I share my portfolio, plus any movements I make on investments, as well as profit taking. If you want to be a part of that and make these gains, and my gains are outperforming the market every week, constantly, then you can check it out. I talk about this constantly as well. The bull cycle will come to an end. Anyone that's new to crypto, you're seeing these gains and you're over the moon, I'm sure, right? But when the bear cycle kicks in, it kicks in fast and hard. And when the bear cycle kicks in, we're going to probably have an 18-month, 2-year period where the prices are flat and they've crashed, and there's real opportunity there for very good investment. I found Phantom during the bear cycle, which is up 602 times in value. So a $2,000 investment then, when I released that Udemy course, would have netted you profit of 1.2 million if you're still holding it. And all I'll do during the bear cycle is share with a couple of my crypto members the cryptos that are 20, 40, 50, 100 times undervalued. So if you want to be a part of that, check it out. All right. KuCoin. KuCoin has rallied like crazy. And so off of what I've just been saying with regards to bear cycles, right? I was in KuCoin in 2018. I got in just below $1. And it rallied all the way up to $20. Now, if you look at this time frame, just for a second, it was an absolute, like, this was the parabola of the cycle, and the market just went nuts, and we saw KuCoin rally all the way up to like $20.14, and that was on the 10th of January, right? Literally, 14 days later, so I'll go to the 24th of January, prices dropped from $21 down to $7.50. It literally dropped 60% plus in value. Yeah, it had a nice little spike then, and then within a month, so let's go from the 10th of January to the 10th of February, it was down to $5.66, lost 75% of its value. In between 70 and 75%. That is what happens during a bear cycle. All of a sudden, dramatic losses from the peak, which is why I talk about the benefits of banking along the way. Because if you get multiple cash out points, then you can bank very nice profits. And because you're doing multiple cash out points, it averages out on the higher end anyway. But what you don't want to do is be buying in very, very high and then being stuck. And to be fair, KuCoin, I spoke about this earlier this year. It's in my spreadsheet when it was priced at around $1 or thereabouts again. Where was it? KuCoin. Yeah, 96 cents. And I've always been bullish on KuCoin because I think that fundamentally the market for KuCoin is very good. Now, and they hit all-time highs today. They broke through to a new all-time high of $22.51. It's retraced a little bit because I think it's sitting on 21 and a bit now, 21.31. So what can this do? Well, firstly, KuCoin has benefited massively from a couple things. Number one, Binance. The problems with and around Binance, particularly with investors not being able to deposit money into Binance, that's a problem. And particularly in the UK, there are issues with that. Pretty much no bank will allow you to deposit actual cash into Binance. And KuCoin, you don't have that problem. So KuCoin's been benefited from that, certainly from the UK perspective. Regarding the US, I'm not sure. But the other thing KuCoin have benefited from is they are on the friggin' ball with Polkadot. Polkadot's newest coins, the newest parts of their ecosystem are launching on KuCoin. Now, KuCoin constantly have competitions, stuff like that, and that's great. But when you're looking at what's going to bring people to your exchange, being able to get those first Polkadot parachains or those first Kusama parachains that hit the market is a big selling point. They've also got their Pool X. Pool X is awesome. But like I've said, so as an example, a recent one is Shiden, right? Shiden Network launched, that's a Kusama parachain, right? It's doing okay in terms of market cap and stuff. And if you actually look, right, it's been up and running since sort of August. Done good price accumulation. It did a good price accumulation for a little bit and then it's retraced. But again, as you can see, currently on KuCoin, ZTGate.io, but no Binance. But and this is the thing, you look at any parachain, any new Polkadot ecosystem coin, or even some of the old ones. Let's Fala. I know Fala was on Binance, so let's Robonomics. What about Robonomics? Not had a look at Robonomics in ages. That was always one that interested me. Robonomics is on Huobi now. Huobi was one of the first that sorted that stuff out with the really low cappers. So if we go on to calendar, let's look at Polkadot parachains. We'll look at the Kusama ones, the ones that have already happened. So Bifrost, Moonriver, Karora. So let's have a look at those two. Karora. So Karora hit the market, OKX, KuCoin, Kraken, to be fair as well. Moonriver. Binance, Mandela, KuCoin. What's about Bifrost? I'm not sure Bifrost is in the market, is it? Bifrost, Upbit, Gate, Uniswap. I'm not sure this is the same Bifrost, is it? Yeah, okay. So that's not actually landed on thing. But one thing that has been consistent regardless is KuCoin is getting those Polkadot parachains. Particularly the bigger ones. But KuCoin is now a very, very strong centralized exchange. I mean, hell, if you actually type in and you have a look at their main website now, you can see the amount of people that are using it because they have that data straight away on the site to point this out to people. And so as you can see, 1 out of 4 crypto holders worldwide is with KuCoin. Now, one thing I'll always say, and I've said this to anyone that asks, but you should have multiple exchange accounts. Like you just should, because some are going to launch on other places. There might be opportunities for arbitrage between some of them. Arbitrage opportunities tend to be slim, but KuCoin has continued to innovate. You know, they've got their they've been partnered with Network, which Network's obviously going to be an enormous metaverse based game, and they've got tons of stuff launching very soon. They've got your Pool X Earn, which is a nice little opportunity in terms of staking, and the percentage returns on some of the staking pools are massive. As you can see, annual yields for some of these are enormous. So there's nice little opportunities there. Always, by the way, check the lockup period on any staking, for the love of God. Do not want to be locked into something for too long. But time, they tell you the time and the redemption periods and stuff, so it's not too bad. But KuCoin has been innovating more and more and more and more. You know, they've even got trading bot stuff now where you can earn profits via trading bots that match other traders as well. I think you've got obviously all the future stuff. You've got the bonus for holding KuCoin. Now the KuCoin token, and part of the reason I like the KuCoin token is just sitting holding it means you passively earn, as long as you've got more than 6, I believe. But you passively earn from basically the rewards pool or from the fees that are used for trading. And they've also got a burn in place. So the max supply they've said is like 170 million, but it should pretty much end up being 100 million bang on because of the way that they do their burn. So the initial supply was set at 200 million, but the KuCoin team do buybacks of the KuCoin token from the market and burn them every quarter. So the amount of KuCoin that is burned is dependent on the quarterly trading volume. Obviously, as more and more people are beginning to use KuCoin, as KuCoin continues to innovate, they'll have more trading volume. So the circulating supply is going to decrease and should settle down at around 100 million. Now, interestingly, you don't get to see, they don't do a deep dive on CoinMarketCap for KuCoin token, but bear in mind, CoinMarketCap, I'm pretty sure is owned by Binance, so why would they promote an opposing exchange? Now, it's had a really good price accumulation of $1.93 today, peaking at $22.50 or 52. And here's the thing, for KuCoin, there's still room for growth here. There's still a pretty good room for growth. If you're looking at the potential market cap, I'd probably peak it at around 4 billion. 4 billion is a hell of a market cap for KuCoin when you bear in mind KuCoin themselves, the token, doesn't have its own chain. You know with like Binance token, BNB, they've got the Binance Smart Chain. With Huobi token, you've got the HECO chain. So their prices will reach higher highs and higher market caps because there's huge functionality within them because they have their own blockchain. And KuCoin doesn't have that. So KuCoin is beneficial because it's a discount token. There's huge volume around it, and there will continue to be huge volume around it because, as I've said, they're getting those Polkadot they've got the Kusama ones, they're going to get the Polkadot parachains. So people that want to be getting them but not participating in the parachain auctions are going to be going hard on getting on KuCoin to get those tokens. As a result, like I said, I think you'll see KuCoin run. Now, $50 per coin puts it around about, your 4.5 billion market cap. That seems about right for a token that doesn't necessarily have huge functionality beyond being a discount token or a passive income tool within an exchange. Down the line, if they start developing a KuCoin based blockchain, then it could do wonders. But right now, that's not on the cards. So right now, like I said, with KuCoin, you're seeing lots and lots of benefits of using it. Definite potential for a $50 $50 coin. But beyond that, I don't see much. I can't see it necessarily doing too much more than that. It literally is going to depend on how many people keep using it. If they keep taking a huge market share, or they start taking market shares from Binance, you could see it run more. Realistically, it's dependent on what you think the max market cap is. 8 billion. 8 billion's potential. certainly potential. So that'd be $100 a token. Could do that. Could do that. But they would need to continue gaining lots of people, continue being the first point of call for Polkadot. That would be the highest I think it could possibly reach, is $100. And that seems a bit high. But I'd say that tentatively the highest I think it can reach is $100. That'd basically be an 8 billion market cap. But what I will say is careful with investments when they're starting to reach potentially the top of some of the markets. You know, you saw the level of retrace that happened with KuCoin's token back in 2018. You know, it literally took like 3 months before more than 80% of the investment was lost. You know, less than 3 months. So there is huge room for retracements. That's why I keep reminding people that are new to crypto, the bear cycle when it comes, dude, if you bought in at $20 around that point, that wrecked your investment. And fine if you sat on it for 3 years, but you've only just got your money back. You know? So steady investments especially when you think you're near the top of markets. But I do think I mean, like I said, I think $50, yeah, can see it. I can definitely see $50 coin. $100 coin, yeah, possibly. Really, but it will touch it and piss off. I don't think it'd last. It wouldn't be a sustained $100 for a while. I think that would be the top of what it could achieve. But again, looking at how it retraced in the bear cycle, if this dips below $1 again, this is going to be a hugely good investment. Not financial advice, but this would be a very good investment, and one I've got on my watch list if the market when the market retraces, if this retraces below $1, again, you've got a coin that you know succeeds. Both bear cycles hitting over $20. So if it goes below $1, you should 20x your money in the following bull cycle. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you're all keeping well. If you're a staker, by the way, check out their PoolX, particularly. You know, they might have one of the tokens you own, and there's, like I said, the returns are very, very nice. But if you're new to crypto, check out Copy My Cryptos, where I share the portfolio I've built to maximize gains during this bull cycle. Outperforming the market constantly. Gains have been very, 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 very consistent. And there's still gains to be made. My biggest holdings are ready for explosions. And like I said, with the bear cycle stuff, you've got to make sure that you've got a plan in place for the bear cycle. For me personally, I dive into every coin, find those ones that are hugely undervalued, and I'll be sharing those with the Copy My Crypto members. So if you want to start getting yourself set up and prepared, you can check it out. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.